Game one between PowerTechBros and SithFacedDrunks. Alright, so PowerTechBros are playing Rebel, SithFacedDrunks are playing Imperial right here. We've got SolidPR on Han Solo, and Xokak on Bodhi, Bennett on Callus, and MHPrimus on Critic, sorry. Brain fart right there. Alright, so we see that already they've started. Krennic's played Sand Trooper, Callus has played Yogar, and the Rebels have played a turret and Pathfinders. Alright, so SolidPR is running the Boomerang Man. I think Boomerang Man's a really solid card. Right now they're defending against an ATST push. They knock down Krennic really well. They stop the ATST with a turret draw. Hands low on health. Right now, they're all pretty low on energy. Right around 3 energy. Even fight so far, nothing's happened. There's a tank push mid and a do back push top. This isn't going to be much. Both teams are down to 1 health each. TIE Fighter Strike wipes most of the Rebel push and knocks down Han pretty low. They've got a do back that's going to get killed by the Han mines. And Ryder's not going to do anything either. Callus is pushing quickly with his MTV. He gets not wiped out with that much damage on the turret. The tank and Bodhi are able to stall and wipe out that Imperial push. So far it's pretty much a stalemate. No damage on either tower. Both teams down a health pack. Bodhi's calling down more health packs though. So this, you know, the health game favors the Rebel team. Favors PowerTechBros because Bodhi's able to call in health, and especially now with the 2v2 map having 1 less health pack, that's a much bigger advantage than it was before. So we see a do back push with unsupported bottom, but a do back push top with Bladesman and MTV. The Boomerang Man's going to wipe out most of that push pretty easily, as well as the Pathfinders behind that. We see Bodhi pushing down bot lane with a tank and a Boomerang Man as well as a Wookiee Warrior. Callus had to retreat. He has relatively low health. He's going to go back and get the health probably with Yogar. Oh no, he's going in. He's going to die. And this is actually going to probably be a push for the PowerTechBros with Bodhi here. He's going to get some chip on the turret. Okay, there's Bladesman stalling. So it's not as much damage as I thought there would be. They've countered with an ATST. ATST with Callus going in. Stalled by the turret. Hound puts on the turret. Han dies, but the ATST is nullified. There's a tank stalling. So it looks like this game is in overtime now. There is a do back top. It's going to take out that engineer. SithFacedDrunks continue with the push top, wiped out by a counter push. So they're kind of pushed with Bodhi now with Chewbacca, Wookiee Warrior, and Boomerang Man, as well as 2 Pathfinders against the do-back. They've also got a push bot going with a tank Boomerang Man against full health Callus. Callus isn't able to get past the things and he's going to die. So there's actually a full push on bottom while Krennic's distracted top. Krennic's going to run in with low health. He's going to die. Trade. Oh, he doesn't die. Wow. Oh, in the meantime, I'm missing the action up top. And that tank was what actually ended up getting it. So I'm sorry I missed that, guys. But yeah, so while Krennic went to rotate bottom to help Han's lane when he died, Bodhi continued pushing top. Wait, what? Callus when he died. They continued pushing top. So there's a victory for Team PowerTechBros and Alright, this is a look at their decks. Got repair on the Rebel side. Everyone at full energy right now. Alright, first drop energy drops are a Death Troopers for Krennic, Dewback for Callus, Pathfinders and Neon Numb for Lando, and Pathfinders and the Wookiee Warrior for Han. Alright, so bottom we see an engagement between Tank, Dewback versus MTV. TIE Bomber was just dropped by Callus. Callus stuns the push. He's gonna die, and the Y-Wing's gonna kind of stall the push bottom. Grenadier and Tals are gonna be able to take out the Wookiee War. I mean the Dewback. We've got an MTV push top by Callus and Dewback. I mean and Death Troopers. Stun Han. Han's gonna die to Callus' special, I think. Nope, not quite. Another MTV top placed by Callus, I assume. The Y-Wing's gonna kill Krennic. So far, no push top. But bottom, we've got Callus pushing in with an MTV and Bladesman. That's a tower down. Almost for sure. Right, and he gets his ability, gets off Han too. So they get a tower here, and they kill Han. And they kill Lando. Callus doing work. He continues to go in. Han's already back up. Han finishes off Callus. Han's already rotating back top to stop the top push. He's gonna die to Krennic's ability. Krennic's gonna get in there with his body and a Dewback. I think he's gonna let himself die here. Yep, that was smart. He's gonna die, and in the meantime, they're gonna get another turret. Lando's pushing, trying to counter push and get something down going on bottom. He gets wiped out by Callus. In the meantime, Han trying to push up top, but Krennic's already there. He gets a mine off and get half a turret. It's not going to be much more than that. I think the Iron Mine's going to help a little bit. There's Lando sitting back here. Okay. 36 seconds left. And the Rebels have got to be desperate here. Alright, they might get top turret here. It's a near thing. If they get an Iron Mine off, I think they'll get top turret. But they're 2 turrets down and they have 12 seconds left, so it's going to be hard pressed. They might get that 1 turret if they try, but I don't see them winning this. Alright, so they got top turret with an Iron Mine, and it's game over. So that's another win to PowerTechBros. So PowerTechBros takes the series with a 1-0 and then 2-1 result for their 2 matches against SithFacedDrunks. And I'm gonna go. I didn't see it, but I think you guys did. I took the backdrop before I pressed the play button because I'm a dumbass. Close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. Okay, so this is their decks. Again, Han on SolidPR, Xokak on Bodhi, LauDaddy on Thrawn, and LAKINGZ on Callus. Both are running at full energy right now. No drops yet. Callus is advancing kind of far. We see a drop early by Han. It's a Wookiee Warrior in the back. Everyone else is floating energy right now. Everyone else, nope, not quite. No, I'm sorry, that was an early drop. Now they're floating energy. Callus responds to the Wookiee Warrior with an early Stormtrooper drop. Thrawn and Bodhi, no, Thrawn is still floating energy. Bodhi dropped Wookiee Warrior down middle and an Engineer. There's a turret down already, no ATST in sight, so turret stalled. There's a tank pushing down middle, so tank, Wookiee Warrior push down middle. Thrawn's responding to a push down bottom lane with a Dewback and a lot of Stormtroopers. I think it's Riot Troopers and Stormtroopers. Iron Mine stops that push cold and the turret. There is Chewbacca pushing on top. Callus is aggroing the turret, so it's okay. Han Solo's running in there. He's gonna die to the Bladesman. There's a turret middle, Imperial turret. Interesting. So there's an Imperial laser turret to stall the middle push that was done by Bodhi. Yogar's buffing the stuff up. Callus is pushing top. Callus runs into a turret. 2 turrets. Double turrets played by the Rebels. Alright, Callus is going to die in here. Yogar's going to get some attack speed off. Han Solo's going to go in there and mine things to push us stop cold. So far, very little damage done by either side. Both sides seem to be playing very well. Boomerang Man is stopped by the Riot Troopers. Wookiee Warrior played by Han. Alright, there's a push bottom going on by Thrawn. It's gonna probably be a stop by another Iron Mine, I would imagine. So we've got, or not, the tank stalling the dewback with the Stormtrooper standing behind it. Oh, those are Jump Jet Troopers, I think, actually. Okay, so that's push is stopped cold. They're trying to stop Han's push top, but Bodhi's pushing bottom. The turret, the Imperial turret goes in there and stalls that tank, and it allows them to both rotate bottom. And they're gonna kill Bodhi. I don't know if this is much of a counter push. It's a lot of units, but again, there's a mine in the way. Ooh, they're gonna kill Han, and the Iron Mine's gonna stop that push, I think. Yeah. So the Iron Mine stops that push cold. The Iron Mine and turret. So again, both sides have pretty much full health turrets. Thrawn and Kallus are both up in time to stall the counter push by the rebels. Again, there's a turret. Again, there's a dewback. Han's pushing top, and they're able to wipe out most of Kallus's defense. They killed Kallus, but let's see. Thrawn is standing. Oh, Thrawn abandons the. Oh wow, and I missed all the action again. That happened twice now. I've missed the action. Okay, so while I was busy focusing on Han, Bodhi's up top or bottom and gets a turret, and I don't even know how. So go me, guys. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and swap this back to the backdrop. And try not to see if they finished their second match yet. So they didn't. They didn't finish their second match yet. So that victory went to SolidPR and Xokak, Team PowerTechBros. Alright, they just finished their second game. I'm going to start the second game right now. And then I'm going to switch the backdrop. And not be stupid. Alright, perfect. Okay. I don't know the results here. So let's see how this goes. Alright, they're playing on Kessel. Okay. So we've got LAKINGZ on Cassian, LauDaddy on Han, SolidPR on Kallus, Xokak on Krennic. A lot of Kallus play for the Empires and a lot of Han play for the Rebels in these series so far. But keep in mind, everything I've been casting has had the PowerTechBros in it. Alright, so we got an early push with Han Solo and a tank. Han backs off. Tank does aggro on the turret. Kallus is slow to respond. Kallus is now hitting the tank with an MTV backed up and turrets and Death Troopers. Alright. Cassian is just floating energy. Alright, he drops Pathfinders. We got Chewbacca melted quick, even in the face of an Iron Mine on his side. Alright, so far Imperials are losing. We got a strong push here by Cassian with K2 in the lead. Han Solo bolsters it with his own Pathfinders. They clear the way with an X-Wing. They kill Kallus. They've got a Rocket Trooper going to take a turret. Rocket Trooper takes the turret, and they still got a strong push. Cassian's gonna run in there with his. Oh, Cassian's just gonna melt. Han Solo plus Kallus is just gonna melt. They're gonna get another turret just like that, and they've got a rocket. Oh, is Krennic AFK? Krennic was AFK that whole time. I don't know if that's a valid match, guys. Krennic did not do anything that entire match, and I didn't even notice till the very end. I am not good at this. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the backdrop. I don't know. I haven't been privy to the chat, so I don't know if they're gonna redo that. Seems to me like Krennic had connectivity issues and wasn't able to do that match. Indeed, they are redoing that match. Okay, so because I see they're playing a game right now again with LauDaddy on Han, LAKINGZ on Cassian, SolidPR on Kallus, and Xokak on Krennic. Sorry guys, I clicked play, but it didn't load. Okay, we got LauDaddy on Han, LAKINGZ on Cassian, Xokak on Krennic, and SolidPR on Kallus. Han's running real deep, but nothing's dropped. They're running at 8 energy right now. Nothing dropped. Those are starting hands. Alright, so we got Krennic playing a Dewback top. Everyone else is floating right now. Okay. Callus put a Dewback top also. So Callus put a Dewback top. Krennic put a Dewback mid. Han responds with a Wookiee or Chewbacca and Pathfinder's bottom. And Cassian's contesting middle with Pathfinders as well as a Grenadier. Krennic's running an MTV bottom. He's rushing the MTV. It's stalled. MTV, Sandtrooper, and Bladesman stalled by Rebel troopers. Iron Mind's gonna wipe out that thing, but they're gonna kill the turret. In the meantime, Callus is wheeling on the turret. Krennic's hurt. MTV's on the turret. They already got half a turret down. Han's responding. Han's gonna die to MTV middle. Callus just calls in. Cassian calls in Pathfinders. They're gonna stall that MTV middle. So the Rebels lose about 2/3 of a turret bottom, and man, and they get 2/3 of a turret top. All right, I'm gonna switch to Han's perspective. All right, so they're putting a strong push top. There's a tank and Rebel troopers. Callus is getting out of the way. He's going back in. He's got to do back to stall. Han's just focusing the turret. The Iron Mind's gonna take the turret, and the Imperials are gonna counter push with the 2 Dewbacks and the MTV, but it's gonna run through some hand mines and it's gonna weaken them. Unfortunately, they're pushing the strong lane. They've already got some damage on the end lane. Oh, and it looks like, oh, and they get the bottom lane with Bladesman and Death Troopers. So right now it's tied 1-1 in terms of turrets. Cassian's dead. Both Imperials are up. Both other turrets are relatively even. There's a little bit of chip on the Imperial turret. It's a little bit of a breather reset. Krennic standing still. He's just tanking. He's moving out of the way. Okay. Iron Mind gets a little bit more chip on that bottom turret. Krennic is just floating energy. Krennic's floating energy. He drops Bladesman, I believe. And Death Troopers bottom. Death Troopers middle and Dewback pushing. Callus is top pushing with MTV, 2 MTVs. He's gonna kill Han. He gets wiped out. The 2 MTV push there is gonna get weakened by the Iron Mind, but Cassian gets out. Oh no, Cassian's able to stall with his Rebel Troopers. Okay, so far not much done. Callus is floating tons of energy right now. He puts Riot Troopers in the back. Han's defending against Dewback middle and Dewback top. Death Troopers behind that Dewback. Get that turret down quick. The tank is going to stall further. Han's laying down mines in a defensive pattern around that turret to try and stall. They're into overtime now. The Rebels have the advantage. They've got about 2/3 of the turret bottom, and the Imperials have their full health. So that is 6-0-2 with the advantage right now in overtime. But they're playing pretty defensive. They're playing in their back half. Cassian's down. Han's low in health. Han's going to die here. Callus is going to have the advantage. Oh, no. Chewbacca saves the day. But look at that push top. It's the Death Troopers. It's Bladesman. It's stalled somewhat by... Oh, but Han's down. Krennic's in there. There's a Death Trooper. There's... Oh, my God. There's the MTV and the Dewback. And they get that turret. Wow, from full health to nothing in one push. And that stemmed from how low health Han was. He was not able to respond with Cassian down. Han tried to respond top. Even though they had a full health turret, and even with an Iron Mine killing those Bladesmen, they weren't able to stop the MTV and the Dewback going in there, tanking for the MTV. And those two things, plus a lot of damage done by when the Bladesmen were still alive, because that's kind of the weakness of the Iron Mine, right? Is it takes ticks to kill things. That Iron Mine was placed a little bit late. I think the Bladesmen got a couple swipes off that turret, and the Death Troopers also were able to do some DPS before they were killed by the Iron Mine. So that took about half the turret, and the MTV plus Dewback was able to take the rest, especially with Han not contesting because he was dead.